happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in. Because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Hey, what time is it?
It's showtime! Look, it's showtime!
Am I late?
We were just about to begin without you.
It's showtime!
Oh, this will be great.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Showtime.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh.
We're going now. We're going now.
Fields we go. Laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride, sing a sleigh song today. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh, or the field we go. Laughing all the way. Bells of bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is rolling on Facebook and YouTube. A little William Shatner and Henry Rollins from Black Flag. That is a classic. Love that. I think that might be on the Shatner Holiday album, if I'm not mistaken. Tonight on our abbreviated show, we've only got an hour tonight together. We got basketball coming up. Flyers are over at UD Arena hosting Florida State. We got the pregame just after 6, tip-off at 7 with Larry Hanskin. So that's what's on the agenda tonight here on WHIO Radio. I almost opened the show tonight with the heat miser, because I've been paying attention to the weather. I don't know that you have, but there's indications that 10 days from now, I'm looking at the 10-day forecast. That is exactly that's Christmas Day, 25th. I'm seeing indications that it could be in the low 60s. For Christmas Day. Now, Ian, he's given me the nod. Is my producer? Are you in favor of Christmas Day in the 60s, or a little bit? Man, I mentioned this to somebody in the newsroom, and they went on a tirade about how that is just not acceptable for Christmas. Just not acceptable. And I thought, well, I guess you just got to take it as it comes, right? I mean, you can't really control it for sure. But he was not happy when he heard that there could be a surge of warm air on Christmas Day. But anyway, that may happen. We'll see what happens. We had a great day today delivering bikes. Christmas is just over a week away. And 50 more kids here in the Miami Valley are going to be waking up to bikes from Huffy with the Huffy Holidays, Todd's Bikes for Tykes. Today we made delivery to the Springboro Community Assistance Center down, of course, in Springboro. They got 25 bikes. And it was kind of interesting. Yesterday, we delivered bikes to Seeds of Hope, Ohio, and Troy. And there we had to sort of traverse some rickety wooden deck-like stairs that were snow-covered. So that was a bit of a challenge. And then today, and you know how claustrophobic I am, the Springboro Community Assistance Center, it's a lovely facility. It's on the 3rd floor. And I had to take an elevator up with the bikes. I made probably 5 or 6 trips with just me in a small elevator with a bunch of bikes. And it was all I could do to get through it, because the first time in the elevator today, a couple of the people that worked there said to me, "Oh, this elevator got stuck yesterday." I'm like, this had better not happen today, because if that's the case, we're done. No more. I can't handle it. But that was pretty easy. And then not this afternoon, but after that, probably around 11:30 or so, we made a delivery to Flock, which is for the love of children in downtown Dayton in the Talbot Tower. And that was pretty good. We just opened up the van, pulled them out, walked them across the sidewalk and into a storage area. So it was great. But it was a nice time. The folks are super, super happy that they're going to be providing bikes for kids here in the Miami Valley for Christmas. And we've got one more delivery on Thursday, and that's going to be at Michael's house out in Fairborn, and they handle a lot of kids that live in the Greene County area. So we're spread out throughout the Miami Valley. Very happy about that, and it's been a great experience once again with my good friends at Huffy. We've got a car into a building we need to report.
Your crashed car.
In local news, a spectacular car crash.
House car.
So this one, this would be number 112, 112. It happened yesterday in Fairborn. Now there's a little bit of drama with this, I have to tell you. So a friend of mine on Facebook, her name is Cherish, and she owns a little business there in Fairborn. It's that curiosity shop, little curiosity, like odd something or other, odd curiosities. Anyway, it's there on West Main Street. And I've been in the store. It's very lovely, a lot of unusual things. But she posted this, and then she shared it with me this morning. This happened yesterday around 3:30 in the afternoon. Attention, Fairborn. If you are or know the lady who went through the stop sign and hit the innovative auction building through the window and part of the wall right in front of me while I was walking to my car, I decided to leave the scene. You may want to call the police before they come to find you and your friend's car you totaled. So somebody hit this building yesterday in the middle of the day, right there on West Main in Fairborn, and then left the scene, according to this story. She says 20 more feet, I would have been between the two. I have a feeling you probably wouldn't have stuck around to save me. Well, probably not. But so somebody, it was a hit and run. And some pretty significant damage. It looks like 201 West Main Street. So if you're keeping track, that would be number 112 for the year, 112 for the year. Now, we've only got a couple of more shows in 2025. Now, of course, I will keep track if anything happens between this Friday and when I come back on scheduled January 6th. That's a Tuesday. I will bring that to the show and let you know what the final total is. And then my buddy Tim DeBusk, who's been on the show before, I talk about him quite frequently, he's making the trophy. So whoever guessed the right number for 2025 Cars into Buildings, they will win a customized trophy, which is pretty cool because this, I think, is this might be the third year. The third trophy that we're going to be handing out. That's kind of cool. People need to post pictures of the trophies that they've won. I asked them to, and they never did. They never did. But we have pictures of them. From time to time, I do a story or a feature on this show called Dammit Dog. And basically, the story is, if you've never heard Dammit Dog before, I know we get a lot of new listeners coming in every week. Fortunately, people are sharing the story of this show, and folks are tuning in and they're checking it out, and hopefully they're sticking around for a little bit. But we do Dammit Dog, and Dammit Dog usually entails a story where a dog does something that really makes you mad. You love your dog, sure, but sometimes they act like little jerks. There's no question about it, and that's Dammit Dog. Well, from time to time, when I do these Dammit Dogs, I will get messages from people saying, Todd, why don't you do something for cats? What do you have against cats? Well, I have plenty against cats, but I thought, to be fair, I should do some sort of feature about cats causing chaos of some sort. So this is the debut of a new feature we call Crazy cats. The Misadventures of Crazy Cat. You crazy cat! Yeah, so I saw this story, and this is actually, candidly, this is like the first story in a long time that I've ever seen about a cat causing some sort of chaos, like causing some sort of destruction. Because usually it's not the cats, let's be honest. They might tear up your drapes or your furniture, but that's a small thing in comparison to dogs sometimes starting fires in houses, trying to turn on the stove to get to the food that's on top, right? That's bigger. That's a bigger thing. This happened down in Richmond, Virginia. There is a cat cafe. We have one of those here, a cat cafe, where you can go and have coffee and the cats just roam free and you can interact with these cats. The name of this place down in Richmond is called The Perfect Bean. And they say that they're going to have to be closed for the rest of this year because I guess one day last week, one of the cats in their cafe caused some trouble. Apparently, the cat was able to turn on a sink in one of the bathrooms upstairs, and then threw a towel into the sink, which then caused the sink to overflow. Now, this was after hours, so nobody knew what was going on. So when finally they come in the next day or whenever it was, they discover that the entire upstairs is flooded. The bathroom is destroyed. There's water coming through the ceiling. And now they're going to have to, they called Surf Pro. That should be an advertisement for Surf Pro. And they've come in to start the restoration. They have to replace all the flooring, the ceiling, and all of this, all because of a crazy cat. I bet people have some crazy cat stories. If you want to share one, give us a call.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Hey, Doyle, how you doing? Doyle, I think, did you email me today about the Cheez-It? Was that you? I appreciated that. Thank you. Yeah, the Cheez-It I was talking about last night was the hot honey. Oh, that's all right. It's all good. I appreciate it, though. Thank you.
Unemployment rises, but so does the number of jobs. We'll have the latest at 5:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
And now for our devoted listeners, back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. We actually have some news from Russia. It's been a while since we've had anything to report from Russia worth noting on this particular show, but this caught my attention because my dream car is a Porsche. I would love to have a Porsche, but I'm never going to own a Porsche. I don't make that kind of money. But that's why this story caught my attention. So right now in Russia, apparently there's been an issue that has arisen in the last, month or so with Porsches in Russia. And I thought this was really interesting because I remember when the Tesla came out and there was all this talk about the fact that Tesla at their headquarters could, control your car or do uploads and check on you, all that stuff. People were a little paranoid, like, oh my gosh, what if somebody could control all these cars, this fleet of cars? What would happen? Well, the problem that these Porsche owners are experiencing in Russia is that many of them have just stopped working. They cannot start their car. This has been reported all throughout the country. Now, Porsche used to sell vehicles there. And back in 2022, because of the Ukraine war and all that, they stopped commercial operations there in Russia. But a lot of Russians that have the money have those cars. But the cars have stopped working. Russia's largest dealership says that they've been dealing with a number of these vehicles. They did a quick diagnostic and revealed that the mass shutdown was linked to the car's built-in vehicle tracking system, or VTS, which communicates with satellites to track the vehicle's location. So what they're suggesting is that something or someone, they don't know if it's intentional or not, has somehow severed the connection between the satellites and the vehicles. Somehow, some way, I don't understand it, but that is what has made these Porsches inoperable. So, a lot of these cars are $80, $90, $100,000, and they're just sitting there in the parking space, not moving. So they're trying to figure out what the story is, and I guess Porsche hasn't shined any light on the issue, and no hacker group has claimed responsibility. So whether or not the Porsches were intentionally attacked, who knows? But that's kind of interesting. Right?
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Spell it out.
T-double-D.
Double-L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
What kind of chips? Potato chips? Fritos? Tortilla chips? Thank you, Huck. I appreciate that. Dee 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 dee. Ooh.
Unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Everybody, could I have your attention, please?
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Now, hold on, dummy. Just you listen to me.
Now, listen to me carefully.
You boys got something to say to me? Why don't you talk into the microphone?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I'm not saying it's space aliens, right? But it goes without saying it's space aliens.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. So I saw this story today. This is kind of exciting, and I'm hoping that this delivers the long-awaited, I wouldn't call it like a sequel to Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I wouldn't say that, but Steven Spielberg has a new movie that's coming out this summer. And I didn't know that he was working on a new film. But this one has to do with space aliens. Now, remember, one of the more recent space alien films that he did was The War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. Not a great movie, not a bad movie, but not, it wasn't really what I'd hoped it would be, and many hoped it would be. But this one is called Disclosure Day. Now, if you know anything about folks in the UFO world, this is something they talk about where that day, and they call it Disclosure Day, that will be the day, they believe, that when the government or governments of the world come forward and say, yes, in fact, there is life out there. And today was the day that I guess we could call it Trailer Day. Trailer Day brought us a trailer of this particular movie. Now, I just want to play a portion of it because it asks the question, what would you do if you found out? But then, it's hard to explain this because you're just going to be hearing it. the trailer obviously is visual. Actress Emily Blunt plays a character in this film, and she plays a weather person. She's giving a report towards the end, but then something starts happening with her voice, and you just have to. It just kind of made me amused. Here's the clip.
If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you?
Good morning, Kansas City.
Here she is.
Let's take a look at today. Today's.
I know. Like, what is that? What is that? She starts clicking. She's clicking. And I couldn't figure out what the story was. Like, are the aliens taking control of her voice? And that's how they're trying to communicate to everybody through this weather girl? I thought that was odd. So we'll see what happens. It also stars Josh O'Connor, Colin Firth, Coleman Domingo, and Eve Hewson. So that's coming out in the summer, and it's called Disclosure Day. And you can I know you can find the full trailer on YouTube. YouTube, that's where I stole it from. We got a Florida man story. Oh, Florida man shines with every single crime, stupefying and delicious. Yeah, it sounded like her voice was clicking. Florida man is always ambitious. That's what it sounded like. This Florida man story comes from Orange County, Florida. Now, this is one of those cautionary tales about trying to sell stuff on Facebook. There's nothing wrong with it. I've sold stuff on Facebook. I've purchased things on Facebook, but you got to be aware. You got to be careful about what you're doing. Sheriff's office there say that they've made an arrest in a man attempting to sell a watch for $115,000 on Facebook Marketplace. This guy was shot by a phony buyer. So here's what happened. 21-year-old is facing attempted murder charges, aggravated battery with a firearm after the shooting, which took place November 10th. Cops say the victim had arranged with the suspect to sell him a Richard Mille McLaren luxury watch. Don't know what that is, other than the fact that it's a luxury watch. I've never heard of such a brand, but he wanted $115,000 for it. That just seems to me like if you've got a watch that's, really anything, even a vehicle, if you're selling something for six figures, I don't know that Facebook Marketplace is the place to do it, unless it's hot. I mean, I guess that could be it. But the two talked in the morning and agreed to meet in person later that afternoon. Immediately following the exchange of the watch for the cash, the buyer sped off, and the seller quickly realized that the money he had been given was fake. So this guy gave him $115,000 in fake bills. The seller then got into his car, gave chase, followed him for around 11 miles before the suspect pulled over, exited his vehicle, pointed a rifle at the victim, and opened fire. So he hit the seller twice, hit him once in the jaw and once in the shoulder. The victim attempted to drive himself to the hospital, but crashed. Well, yeah, you just got shot in the jaw. Why are you trying to drive? He was soon taken to the hospital by first responders, where he was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. And he was able to speak. Wow. He got shot in the jaw and he could still talk. He told law enforcement what happened. Using the cameras in the victim's vehicle, which happened to be a Tesla, investigators were able to ID the shooter's vehicle and track him down. And he was arrested and charged. But that is like selling $150,000 watch on Facebook Marketplace. That is crazy. Fast cash, I guess, like you need it quickly. But I would think you could take that to a jewelry store. Maybe you wouldn't get as much, but at least you wouldn't end up getting shot or given fake money. Wow. Well, there's your Florida man story. I saw this today, and it kind of made me scratch my head because a week or so ago, we had a story that Denny's, there used to be quite a few Denny's in the Dayton area, and now they're gone. Denny's shut down here. And then the story we had a week or so ago is that they are shutting down 150 stores, I guess, nationally, that they say are underperforming. Now, that could be the case, but lots of times that's just code for, things aren't going too well with our brand, and these stores and the whole thing is just not going the way we want. So we're gonna trim the fat and we're gonna shut these places down. That's never a good sign, right? I mean, maybe a couple of stores here and there, but 150? And I don't know how many they have. But knowing that, and then I see this story today that, tomorrow is National Maple Syrup Day. So Denny's announced today that they are releasing a new pair of first ever sneakers that contain real Denny's maple syrup inside the shoe. This is not a joke. And I saw the pictures. They are basketball shoes that have the Denny's colors, a yellow, brown, red. The sole is yellow. On either side of the toe box, there is a transparent panel that encases real Denny's syrup. The sneakers come with white laces and the Denny's logo embossed on the outer heel. The senior vice president and chief brand officer says, quote, sticky kicks, as they're called, are impractical, unnecessary, and completely over the top, which is exactly why we love them. At Denny's, syrup isn't just something we serve. It's part of who we are. It's our golden thread. So it only makes sense that we be the first to turn it into fashion. And they're selling these, you ready for this? $195 a pair. $200 for basketball shoes with maple syrup inside them. And I saw that and I thought, so you're closing stores down because business obviously isn't great, but yet you're putting out basketball shoes that you yourself say is impractical, unnecessary, and completely over the top. That's just something else. But here's the best part. I like this. They put a disclaimer on the page for people who buy them. Do not puncture the shoes or eat the syrup from the shoes for any reason. These drips are for style only, so leave it that way, which makes me wonder, is it really maple syrup? Probably not. But look, if you've got $200 to spend and you are a big fan of Denny's, somebody will be very happy to be opening these up on Christmas morning.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
You heard that right, Harvey. D, we are at 112. 112. $35 in 15 days? I don't know. Doyle, I guess on a regular night, Tonight we only have an hour show because of basketball, but usually I would say about 63, 64 minutes. Thank you, D. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Need a break.
From the McAfee Heating, Air, and Plumbing Studios, breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. WHIO-FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
President plans an address to the nation. We'll have that for you at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 95.7 WHIO.
Look, fellas, I got to say, I love the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. So last night, I had a story about a woman out in Washington, Leavenworth, Washington. She has amassed a collection of nutcrackers, and I want to say that, what did we say last night? Was it like over 7,000? I think, something like that, 7,000 nutcrackers. So many that she's opened up a museum so people can come and check out her nutcrackers. Well, I saw this story today. This is kind of on the heels of the nutcracker story. There's a guy in Germany named Joseph Cardinal. And he says back in 1984, he got a gift of a snow globe for Christmas. And that started him on a journey, a snow globe journey. His snow globes range from European landmark globes to globes from cities around the world, rare Disney license pieces, themed globes spanning many decades. He has 11,017 snow globes. And from what I could tell, he hasn't opened a museum. These are all in his house. I can't imagine living in a house full of 11,000 snow globes. That is a lot of snow globe polishing, for sure. But that's a strange Christmas collection for sure. You have until 5:00 tomorrow to register to win the Huffy Ford F-150 Platinum Edition battery-operated ride-on truck. The great folks at Huffy gave this to me to give away, and we're going to award it tomorrow. So you've got until 5:00 tomorrow to get registered. You can find the link to the registration page on my Facebook. Just look for the F-150 Platinum Edition truck. You'll see it. It's right there at the top. Or you can find it on the contest page at WHIO.com on the radio contest page. So register for that until 5:00. Coming up, we've got UD basketball.
Here come the Flyers. Here come the Flyers.
Live from the WHIO News Center.
Have a great night, everybody.